If I saw you do that.
I mean, it's really not any different from the rest.
Yeah, actually I took my wheel out and just put my fire pit up yesterday. Oh no, the day before. And I fired it up yesterday. And it was actually nice. It was in shorts and everything till...
You were shorts until January.
It's usually the middle of November. And if you start early, getting warm,
I'm cold all the way.
Oh, come on, my air conditioner's still on, so I don't want to hear it.
I can understand that.
Why even, you know, I don't know what Rice Krispies were like. I don't think I can manage yet.
Okay, when you go, you're going
What's this one? Yeah, I think we are ready.
You turn the siding off.
Really?
Some bad siding.
Yeah. I mean, we can mark it up and get down there.
Some of them.
Not my problem.
Okay. Yeah, it's not one of the weather. And we'll just have to take 2 minutes like we did the last time. Okay, we're going to call the meeting to order October 9th, 2023. Roll call.
Cheryl Fleming, Deb Baker, Christine Turon.
On legal matters, I'm going to add our mowing ordinance
Need a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna go through the minutes one by one and make a motion on each one of the ones to approve it. You'll notice that the agenda on the next page is what we used to make the minutes for that night. We didn't have any recording with anyone.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Or the, I gave you the minutes for the,
I mean, the minutes on September 11th. Second it. Aye. Aye.
okay, the next page is the special meeting at 7 o'clock on September 12th.
I motion to approve the special meeting minutes for September 12th. Okay. Okay. All right. September 12th. Second.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay, now we need the approval of September 13th special meeting.
I'll make a motion for the special meeting for September 13th.
Second it.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Special meeting September 20th at 3:30.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes with spelling of my name right.
Yeah. Didn't you have the S rolling?
Yeah.
Do we need to comment about this?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, is that all?
Second.
Yeah.
All three.
Aye.
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 Okay. And ask everyone. Special meeting September 20th, 4 o'clock.
Motion to approve the meeting September 20th at 4 o'clock.
Second.
Aye.
And you did this.
Yeah, we done. I thought you said change them all.
Sorry.
Okay, special meeting September 20th, 4:15.
I'm not gonna motion we approve the agenda with fixing the name.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now we need to approve the bills.
Usually, however, pop in there real quick.
Let's keep it on.
The bills look different because QuickBooks wasn't pulling them, and we had to build and figure out what did not get inputted into QuickBooks since the end of August. And so things are still a little different this time. So if you look at this page, it has the unpaid bills up top, and then our automatic are down at the bottom. So this is what was that new get paid. You know what? We can if you guys like it.
Like the memo.
Yeah. So yeah, because they did a really nice job doing that. So we can do that for you guys if you like that better. I mean, yeah. So like all of the automated ones will pretty much stay the same for the most part, but the top part, yeah, we can do that if that's what you guys like. Okay.
That was not bad.
Done. Going off and keep talking if you want to. So, like I said, she did not input things into QuickBooks. Like, I don't know what day she decided that she was done, but she was freaking done. So we have been weeding through that a little bit, and so I don't have everything. And I'm going to skip down to a little bit of the new business. We haven't been able to get online on the bank account. Like we're deactivated, locked out. We can't get onto it. We've been trying for 3 weeks. And we're still didn't get anything accomplished today. No. They were closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I went on to get them. That's how we do the checks. We have the check machine. So I have the thing, the app, so I get the push notifications to do it. So I was working with them, showing them how to do everything, and mine's deactivated. Like I didn't do anything to deactivate it, like it was already that way, so I couldn't show them that. I called the bank that day to try to figure it out and get it figured out so that I could show them by the end of the day. The IT guy wasn't in when we had called in the morning. The girl on the phone wasn't helpful. She said she leave a message. He never got back to me that day. Thursdays are kind of the day that I can come in and help with stuff. And never got it back. I don't think he's ever freaking called, so I don't think the message got replayed. And so they've gone to the bank 2 times to get all of the paperwork done so that they're on the bank accounts and that Deb and Randy Joe are off. And it's just been like one little field fire after the other. So like there are stuff that's not done because we can't do it at the moment because we don't have the tax there at the moment. So I do apologize, but I can't really, it's kind of out of my hands on that one. So yeah, I don't have the percentage on that one for you. I apologize.
All we can say is we'll eventually get it fixed.
Oh yeah, fingers crossed. So
Well, I just don't know why they took,
it's
I don't know why they took you off because your name wasn't even mentioned.
I don't know. They don't like me.
Okay. So we need an approval for the bills.
I'll make a motion to approve the bill.
I second it.
Aye.
Aye.
Well, we have the city clerk thing for, we did apply for the bond. I don't know if we have to approve that, so it's $200 for that. And we also applied for their, thing with the clerks.
The clerk meeting.
Yeah. And we don't know what they're giving for the classes, so I don't even know what to say on that. It'd even be beneficial to soon.
And I do have a question since you brought that up. Did Randy Joe get approved to go to
There's something in there, but I don't know whether it's.
yeah, a meeting thing? Like I remember that from a couple months ago. So yeah, she did. Okay. So we're gonna need to check the meetings because I just thought of that. Potentially, do they get paid already? Because if they got paid already, I would advise that you do send one of them because it is very informative. Like it helps me and Deb when we went, like there's a lot of extra legal stuff that like, it's just really good information for the clerk to know to help the town and stuff. So since it is paid for, and I don't know if you can get money back or whatever, but potentially sending one of the girls for that.
We've got Edie sent us the email so we could actually check into it. So
Yeah, so that would be.
we may have to have a meeting. I don't know. We probably have to pay for it before.
Oh, I don't know. That would be something. Yeah, I think I haven't really looked at.
I don't know if we ever had it in our contract though. It's something that we had at the meeting that she was supposed to pay it back if she didn't stay.
What is
We
that?
actually have a contract.
For like what month should we look for on that one?
Well, I think
We'll go through the whole year.
She came in January or February.
Okay, for starting at the beginning.
The year before I came.
Okay, because you came
She
in.
was here.
You came in March. Okay, yeah.
But like I said, the classes are the 13th. We have to pay ahead of time.
Is that one she's already signed up for now? The one that-
We haven't signed up for the things yet. We were
Which one was
waiting.
the one right
Which,
there?
yeah, which one did we go sign up for? Wasn't it one?
That's what we need to find out because I have no idea.
So,
There's a payment made in February.
it might have been one of,
We might have to check with the people that's doing it to see if they got
There
it.
might have been someone that hasn't received it.
usually they have usually they've got one in the fall and then they do one in the spring. So both Deb and I, when we started, because we started around July-ish, we went to the fall one, which has like all the sessions of, it's just really
Right.
good. And then like the spring one still has more sessions, but it's more laid back and it's still really informative, but both of us did go to the fall one.
So I wonder should they go to the spring one and if it was paid in February?
maybe you guys have to go and put on for a few days.
I was trying to remember. Urban, I mean, ever. Do you remember whether Aunt Granny went when you guys went in the spring?
No, she didn't know
Yeah, that was 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, that's the only thing I can think on that one right now. You want to do anything else on the treasures?
Okay, if we're ready for it. Okay, so from what I can gather, we have in the account, the checking account, the 28th of September, it was $156,453.96. The savings was $84,308. I don't know, did I print one off to y'all? Sorry, if I didn't. And 80 cents. The unpaid bills, which was on the paper, was $2,582.90. The automatic bills, it is $5,760.16. Payroll summary, $9,656.74. And I kind of talked about why we don't have some of the other stuff in the packet, the normal packet. Do you want me to, when are you doing the motion for the thing?
Well, you were going to say something about the papers, weren't you?
Oh, yes, papers. Like I said, I don't know when to decide not to do stuff, but to decide not to do stuff. So, papers did not get paid last month. Yes, right? Last month. Or, we haven't paid papers this month, so August didn't get paid, and September. So, we got caught up because it just had to get done. You can't not do that. So, that's paid up, so there are like 2 of those transactions with that. So, that won't happen again, but yeah. So we're still trying to find, there might be some other surprises within the next. There might. So hopefully we can figure out what all didn't get done and stuff. But she didn't miss any quarterly things that need to be done because that will happen this month, I believe. So there's probably that one.
I think that probably covered it. Located in here. I don't think you had anything before. No, he called me a while ago. So I guess we're ready to.
Okay. I would say the first thing, I brought copies of 8404. You guys voted to approve this a couple months ago, and I didn't have an ordinance drawn up. This would be raising the cost of mowing for the weed violation of $200 an hour. That's the only change made to it in that section B. They're raising the cost from 150 to 200. It used to be 2023-2.
Can you say that number again?
2023-2.
Do we have a copy of that? Okay, and these are going to have to be published.
Yes. No, the council just needs to make a motion to approve it and vote on it, and Linda can close it.
I'll make the motion that we approve ordinance number 23-02.
Second.
Aye.
And then the other ones on the agenda, and I forgot to print out new copies. We talked about it last month, the noise ordinance, tobacco, and e-cigarette ordinance. I guess let me know what you guys want to do on those. Do you want to discuss those again? Do you want to wait till everybody's here?
I think we'd go ahead and pass them myself because we've already tabled them once. Back there. I don't remember how many meetings ago, but it was maybe 2 months ago, wasn't it?
I'm fine with the noise ordinance, but I'm not on the other one.
Nothing got changed on. So I guess if there's, you guys don't want to discuss them any further, so I'm going to make a motion. Yeah. Whichever one we vote on first, we agree if it passes.
On the noise ordinance, we passed our still enforces it.
So it would work like a lot of our others, like the dog ordinance, things like that, where a lot of it would be relying on citizens to fill out a complaint form and bring that in. We don't have a local police department, so we don't have like an officer that would go out and do it. So what I'd ask people to do, if it passes, it goes into effect. If you think someone's violating it, you can make a complaint. Make a report on your phone, something like that. You've got some proof to it. But without, a local police officer, that's about all we have. It's not something we'd ask Logan to sit out all night with the microphone measuring how loud everything is.
I had made a suggestion that how I got my noise ordinance done was to write in a book every time. And then when the officers finally came and seen that, it did go to municipal court and he got stopped. But that was on an automobile, it wasn't on a house. If you're being disturbed by noise, I would take notes on how many times and what time. Because like 12 o'clock at night is unreasonable for loud noise, unless it's 4th of July. Yeah, there is a limit. That's the best way to handle it. Because you can take that to court and that helps a lot too.
Anybody else want to look at it? Does anyone want to make a motion to vote on the noise, on approving the noise ordinance? It'll be 2023-3.
I'll make a motion to pass ordinance number 23-03.
Second.
All right, the last one, copy the bag. Okay. That page. Okay. You won't sign it. That was just the other page.
And then same thing with the tobacco ordinance. If anybody wants to look at that or any discussion on that. It'll be 2023-4. Are these? Yeah. Like you want it.
Well, I'm gonna put it in the book.
Yeah.
We got copies of all that, we do.
We gave out copies, we can probably let them here maybe.
There, yeah, they keep the ones that.
Yeah, what is it?
I'll make the motion to approve ordinance 23-03.
That would be 4.
Oh, 4, I'm sorry. I'm looking right at it. I was looking at 23 again. No, 23-04.
We need a second, otherwise it'll die of the motion. I don't think we'll get a second at this point, so I'd say that one's dead. And then that, the extent of what I have tonight, unless you guys have questions.
I'm going to do assumption it won't record again this month.
Well,
Let me see.
he has a trial. I can't remember the trial set for. But he's out of the house, correct?
Yeah. And my understanding from the owner is he's going to board it up, which I don't see happening.
Do you guys know that Tim Olin got that house boarded up? Okay. Okay.
I thought he was going to give it to us, but he can't. Because it has back taxes.
Yeah, I'll know. But I'll follow up.
I think we only have one water bill hearing. And you can hand it over to Chris. I don't know what this is about because we already had a contract with them. I don't think, no, I don't think so.
They're not here.
Okay. Well, it's just the promise was made, but it wasn't kept.
If they're not here, we don't have to hear them.
No, basically, you just say shut it off if they don't follow.
All the other ones, if they weren't here, we cut them off.
Well, if they say they're gonna pay by a certain day and they don't do it, then it's a shut off automatically. Somebody will be down back there. Okay, when you guys were ready for maintenance,
As you're all aware of, our backhoe's been down. I finally got a call today that says that the parts came in, so the mechanic should be here tomorrow to put the parts on so we can have our backhoe back. So our backhoe should be fixed tomorrow by noon. I got a problem with the Coyote tractor on the hydraulic cylinders, on the tilt, on the lift and the other cylinders. All four of them are leaking. The first two on the tilt are leaking real bad. They need to be rebuilt. I got bids from Steve Repair and Sawyer, $170 to $212, depending on the size of the hydraulic cylinder to repair those. I got the bid from B&B Hydraulic in Hutchinson, and that's $275 to $325 to rebuild the cylinders. There's four cylinders on it total. Two of them should be about the $170, and the other two possibly the $212. You can see out here where we had the tractor, that's what that oil spill was at the front of the door, where the seal went out of it, leaking real bad.
is that 170 per cylinder?
Yes,
Okay, so that would be total difference.
that's, and windows up here above where you come into the building, the windows above are rotten. We don't have anything to reach those windows to board them up on the outside. So we'd have to rent a lift or hire somebody to do it. And I didn't know whether you wanted to try to put plexiglass over those windows to keep the moisture out. We got plastic on them on the inside now, but that's not going to keep the water from coming in. And that's the room right above the hallway and city office.
That would make water come down into the office, wouldn't it?
Eventually, yeah. That's our storeroom up above. So those are the two problems I got. The windows up here, and I don't know whether you want to put windows in, get a bid to put windows in, or board them up like we did at each end of the hallway above. But we need to get it closed up one way or another.
stuff are those windows?
So,
What size are those windows?
well, they're about 5 foot tall, and then there's another little window above them, so depending on what they do, if they did like what they did with the rest of the building, and these windows need replaced. We put a plexiglass over this one above the air conditioner because it's about rotted. So these windows need to be replaced just like what's been done on the library, and we're getting in bad shape on our windows. That's what's left in the building. Either we're going to fix them or we're going to board them up, because if we, and I don't think it would be a very nice sight to see our windows boarded up when we're coming up to our city office. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Did you put the plexiglass over the windows here?
Over this one above the air conditioner, yeah.
And it doesn't leak or anything?
Well, we patted it, we just put it on, so it's gonna run down and run where the air conditioner is, but it stopped a breeze from coming above.
But technically, I'm gonna say back when we moved in '94, those frames were already getting rotten.
But I would really like to have an answer. I don't know if we can table the windows, that's fine, but I'd really like to have an answer on the hydraulic cylinders.
Have you
So I
taken
can-
anything to Steve's before?
Huh?
Have you taken stuff to Steve's before?
I haven't, but I know he's been down there a long time, and I knew he rebuilt hydraulic jacks. And when I went down and got my parts for my clipper, I asked him if he did cylinders, and he said yes. And that's because I knew he rebuilt the hydraulic jacks, and he's done that for years.
It looks like B&B's work, but I know they're expensive.
Yeah. And with B&B, that's just a general price, and if there's something else wrong, then they'll give us a bid on, I mean, that's just putting seals in the cylinders and that's it. And that's pretty much what Steve, same way, cylinders and,
Did you happen to price new ones?
no, I didn't even want to price a new one. If rebuild's that price, I didn't.
Steve said he could work them in if they were getting better though.
Yeah.
And B&B, you don't know.
I make a motion, we have Steve repair fix the cylinders on the tractor. And second, that's like $764, so we just want to say 1,000?
I would.
Up to 1,000? Does that sound?
I second it.
Aye.
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 I took one more 60.
I think that was a little bit, so.
Yeah, use them in the night.
Oh, he's good.
Use them in a lot.
Dumpster.
Oh, it's on new business.
You can say something about it now if you want, Everett.
Well, yeah, the trash dumpster, I see it down on new business. I was gonna bring up trash dumpster because this is the time of the year, our October meeting where we usually bring the dumpster back, so we got it through Halloween, so everybody can get rid of their rotten pumpkins and all that. So I guess I'm asking to bring the dumpster back for October. Or bring it back for a month, or and then wait till next month whether we're gonna decide to keep it longer or what, but I'd like to bring it back. Because I've already had a few people ask me about when was it coming back for the fall. So, And we haven't done our tire dumpster yet. We'll do it later, here this fall.
Somebody's dog better get here. Are you calling your dog?
My dog's dead, thanks.
I didn't know that, Jeff.
I'll make the motion that we bring the trash dumpster back. Can we get it here, like, just pretty quick?
As soon as, I can call them tomorrow, and as soon as they can get it here, they'll bring it.
Well, what was it, like a month? It was like it wasn't very much, was it?
I thought we got it, the first month was free.
I thought we did too.
Yeah, something like that, she said.
Yeah, for the first month, and then when we have our meeting next month, we can decide if we want to keep it again for another month or whatever we want to do.
I second.
Thank you.
Would you like to have us try and find someone that can give us a bid or something on windows?
I think we should. But we can't look at windows right now.
And if we get that, I don't know, maybe have a special meeting, so if not, we can get a status rented. We'll probably do something on that decently quick.
We have to try and run in that window down there. Modern.
You might, I don't check with Home Lumber and Pratt. I know they replaced some windows recently that I know about, and they were considerably cheaper than Pratt glass on their bid.
I think that wind we had that one time probably just knocked it in. We thought somebody had broke it, but no, I think the wind actually knocked it. But it's so bad, the flame.
I mean, if we're gonna wait a little to fix it, we ought to put some plexiglass or something up.
Well, I guess yeah, we could figure out something. We got plastic on the inside right now. With rain rotten.
If I rent a lift, then we can get plexiglass up, but there's no way we can do it from the outside now without renting the single lift.
That's what I say, maybe we'll get some bids and we could have a special meeting, and then if we don't like the bids, we can get some plexiglass on it.
And
For different things.
I guess when you ask them how quick they can do it.
okay. Bids and how quick.
Wanted to just make a motion for a list, and then if the quotes look reasonable, we'll have a meeting. Would that be better?
Well, if we agree on like replacing windows, they should bring their own list.
They would, but if we just want to put plexiglass on it, if they're gonna be 2 months out, don't really want snow blowing in that window seal and stuff, was my thought.
We buy the thinner, we put thicker up here on this one, but we could buy the thinner plexiglass and put it over to hold it till other windows come in.
I think it's going to be a while before they get them put in because they're all running behind, but I know it. You ask them when they're, so.
You can do a consensus on getting a lift and having the plexiglass put up.
You have any idea what that
If we
lift
don't have
cost?
a price.
What, do you have any idea what that lift would cost?
No, no, I don't, because I called to see what a mini-X would rent for excavator, and I figure the price used to be about $244 a day, so it was $344 for it now. So I'm trying to remember the last time I asked about a lift, it's gonna be probably in the neighborhood of $250 a day. Would be just off the top of my head to rent the one-man lift.
That's about what we paid for it when we rented it about a year ago, so maybe at least that adds up.
It's gonna be,
Just have that consensus on it, we don't have to make a motion.
No, because you won't have the price, actually. Because we really don't know what it is. I wouldn't think you'd have to.
I'm for getting a list to get something put on it.
So we'll probably decide that discussion. When the price is better than plexiglass and
But if we do plexiglass it, we can just get prices on the windows for next month.
right, you just have to take the customers. Right.
yeah. And that's for it to cover up the three without doing the ones on above that, those three. We figured
One more, say about $170 or something like that.
A window or for all of it?
Well, just for being the three big windows. Checkpo's only got to do 2 of them, so
Is
one of
that,
them's got a storm window on it.
is that total for all three about 170 or
Yeah,
per window?
just each of plexiglass, or 3 sheets of plexiglass, I think it's $170 or something like that.
Yeah, one. Put a cap on.
so hopefully it wouldn't be more than $500 to fix the front the top windows, rent the lift and
$750 cover.
plexiglass.
See what?
I think $750 probably would cover it.
Whatever you want to do, you guys are the ones voting.
I'll make a motion, we get the lift and plexiglass to fix the windows on the city office for up to $750.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, we got audience comments.
I have a question about the QuickBooks. I have QuickBooks and, it's a mess. And was the city locked out of it? Or
No, we weren't
you
locked
didn't
out of
have
the
a-
QuickBooks. She didn't put stuff in QuickBooks.
Okay,
So
that's
we're
it, so
having-
you can
yeah.
access it. and all.
Yeah, we've got our QuickBooks, we can't get into our bank account, like our online login.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So QuickBooks, we're in, we've had some little fires throughout that too.
Well, that's.
That we're
that's
having
QuickBooks.
to, fix, but no, we're in our QuickBooks, but we're kind of weeding through like what didn't get put in because we can't calculate stuff and have it be right because of,
I thought some kind of password thing. or
No.
something.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm speaking on behalf of Carl Wiggins because of health, he could not be here. Address 208 South Burns. It was brought to James and I's attention today that he has water utilities, but he never got hooked up to the city sewer.
You can't.
Why?
It's always, Everett, you can address this one because I've known about it for years.
Okay, he was just wondering because it cost him like $500 to get his tank empty.
Well, that's his problem, because when he's sitting at that house, it cannot be hooked onto our sewer lines. If the only way it can be hooked onto our sewer line is it's got to go under Burns Street, go across the railroad property, and back over to the lift station. So that's a block a block and a half of sewer line to run from his house to get to the lift station, to the main that goes into the lift station. The main at the lift station is 14.5 foot deep. So to run from his house all the way there, and that would be considered a private line. So he would have to pay to have it dug up and run across there, plus get the right of way from the mill to be able to run a sewer line across there.
I wish his has to address it. He does watch the video, so maybe this will clear it up.
Well, I wish the owner, well, I guess there's no way the owner could have told me, but it's been that way since I've lived here in Turon.
Yeah. It just seems weird that he's probably the only house that ain't on sewer. He kind of feels like the bad stepchild.
Well,
But like I said, he'll listen to the video and
like,
maybe understand.
it wasn't that long ago that the city reimbursed him
Yes, he did
money
say
for
that.
the sewer because he was being charged sewer.
Yeah, he did
And we
make
got
note of
that straightened out that he was reimbursed for the sewer payments that he was making.
Yeah, he mentioned, he said they took it off his water bill and he was okay with that. He just wondered if he had gotten this, I don't know. Don't you messenger?
Well, Martin had to live there, and I knew their child.
Ever, can you explain that to me again, why you can't have
What?
sewer? Can you explain that to me again?
I'm gonna step out.
Where he's at,
Yeah.
there, he can't have sewer because he's lower than my sewer main that runs down this alley. So he's gotta come across Burn Street and come all the way down here and hook into the sewer main that goes into the lift station. And that's all considered a private line. So that's his cost
He's
to
that much
put,
lower than that house next to him.
yes.
Yeah.
If you look where that house next to it is and look how his property slopes down to 2nd Street, he's lower than the sewer main that's in the alley between 1st and 2nd. And George is high enough up on Martin, and he's high enough, it's coming out of the corner of his house, running out to the main that's up here. And you know you're running uphill from Burns to Martin. There's no place for it to, that's one house that we got in town, there's no place to get to the sewer.
Okay.
He's uphill no matter which way you go, except across underneath Burn Street and back over to 1st Street. I've got a forced main that comes from the lift station to that alley in between 1st and 2nd, but that's a forced main, and I can't hook up to that because that's my main for the lift station. So I can't hook his sewer into that. Because then it would be forcing him back into his house every time the lift station kicked on.
There's no way that you could connect to the house next door because they got sewer. I'm just curious.
Hmm?
It says the elevation's different.
Elevation,
Oh,
you
okay.
can't run it.
I'm just thinking of things
Yeah,
he'd ask me.
That's what I was trying to
In other
figure out.
words,
Okay.
He needs to jack his house up.
Put it on stilts, let it run down. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I mean, like I said, he just wondered. Maybe this will give my answers.
Anybody else?
and
No.
I just kind of came to see what goes on. I've never been to one of these before.
Okay.
I'm just-
Okay, well, we don't, you can't sit down.
I'm just curious if it's gonna be addressed about money missing or anything. I mean, because we know one of the two previous clerks took money, and that is taxpayer money.
Say again how you put that.
I said, I'm wondering if it's gonna be addressed about one of the two previous clerks taking the money. So we know money's missing, but that's taxpayer money that we've paid.
What money's missing?
Well, I mean, you guys said during one of the special meetings there was money missing.
I don't think so.
Well, I even listened to the video 3 different times to confirm it. I don't
You'll
remember.
have to let me know which meeting you're talking about, because
Well, I'm just curious, 'cause I mean,
you're
like I
talking
said,
about one of the ones we just approved?
I think it was right after the city clerk quit, when you guys just elected, or hired.
Have you read any of the special meetings? Because I don't see where we've said anything about money missing.
I've got the videos, Linda. I mean, I listened to the video like 3 times. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks. I've been a little busy, so I don't remember exactly which video, but you said there was money missing. Never specified an amount or anything, but
I think you're missing,
Can you bring that video and bring it?
well, you're more than welcome to go on my YouTube. After I upload them to YouTube, I delete them.
Oh, wait, where are you on?
Just look up City of Turon meeting, and you should find it.
The last 2 times I tried to listen to special meetings, the voices all screwed up on them.
Okay, I'll look into that.
Well,
I mean, you can't even hear anything on the 2 videos, the last ones that you put on.
we'll look into that, because like I said before, we are working on figuring out what all didn't get.
Yeah, I understand. Everything's chaotic as heck, and I'm just
So-
curious.
I mean, as of right now, haven't seen anything missing, like I haven't found anything missing, so we'll
Okay,
keep on that.
that's all I was curious about.
I have another question, if I may. Are either of the girls gonna get notaries?
Get what?
The notaries, so they can do notaries here in the building? Because that would be beneficial to some of the residents here.
Oh, that will be something, I know of 2 or 3 people in town that already do it, like Amy Riggs does it, Deb still has hers, Camille has theirs.
Could you post it maybe, so people would know, because
By the time they get in, who all has it, because I know of 3 people here in town that already have it.
Okay.
I'd ask 2 of them first, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the mail part is all right, it's a business, but the 2 personal.
Amy's at the school, so, yeah.
I was just curious, because we've been going to Hutch after everything went down.
We might put that on our agenda next month, see what we can find out. I guess we'll go back. We'll let you do something at the state, or you're sure nobody else?
I'm done.
As a safety officer, I'll let you make the announcement that I told you about this afternoon.
Yeah, the fire extinguishers have been filled, and I took the job over, for Randy Joe. I don't know if anybody knew that or not, but, now things are maybe getting settled down more, and we'll check into looking around and seeing what else can be taken care of, so.
Good job.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can't go bigger.
We don't have any report from the janitor. We did have on there the last meeting that we were figuring out where to put the APAC money. And I found that we were going to move it to sewer.
We already looking for this there?
I think we tabled it because at that time we didn't know what it was for. We just had APAC money on the agenda last month. but I did find that that's where you guys thought about putting it.
You know how much that is?
But it's whatever water was, so I believe.
Oh, okay. I make a motion that we move the water that was sold to APAC to sewer.
Bless you.
Aye. Aye.
I'm not quite sure why our newest computer wasn't set up for Windows Update. So it's, on the brand new one. So, I don't know if we need to have somebody from Bowens come over and check on everything. We're running slow, but I'm thinking it's a server. We're on I believe it's what, 100 megabytes or 100. I'd like to go to the gig, which is like $100 a month instead of the 69 that we're doing. That was the quote that I was given. But I'd like to see us have a little bit more. That's just about what I've got at home, and it's I'm sure there's a lot of stuff on there. I don't know where our external hard drive is that we got that we can put stuff on, that we can transfer stuff over. I don't know where it's at. It's in there somewhere. Is there really? Okay. Because we can move some stuff over from the computer onto it and make it not be so busy, but yeah, especially in the email section, there's probably things that we could delete. But you gotta know what you're doing. You can't just go in there and start deleting things if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, well, the Windows update isn't hard. You just go and set it up. But I mean, a lot of that stuff I can do myself, but I would prefer it being tech. So that's two things, having somebody come over and check out our computers and maybe update our Wi-Fi.
You don't have to have your hand paid for an hour and a half. Was it last week or before last week?
Yeah, I'm not sure why we were.
The computer was just frozen.
Yeah.
The only good thing about that was nobody showed up trying to pay the water bill.
So is that because of the deep doing that?
Well, you got a bunch of tabs open too. I mean, when you're doing all your business, you got a bunch of tabs open.
There's no sort of computer, so.
Yeah, I believe it's a 10, but still.
Oh, no. That was ever done when I was there.
We did have a guy here, but I can't remember what he worked on, but we got a bunch of stuff done in, but it's been a while. So it's only been done once in the 6 years I've been here.
Do we have any idea what it'll cost?
For the phones, no. The Wi-Fi is $100 more a month. I mean, $100, not $69. So it's basically $23 more, $21 more a month.
I'll make the motion that we get the $100 Wi-Fi. Instead of what, 1 gig?
Yeah.
Aye.
The what?
On the bank account stuff, we're struggling to get, well, yeah, it's a struggle. The bank is being extremely picky with what was motioned for them to get on to the account. So we're needing y'all, whoever, to make a motion, and I would just, okay, we need a motion for Michaela and Cynthia to be added onto the savings and the checking account. We need a motion that both of them will have access to the checks deposited online, app and everything, which, if I was not mistaken, what Linda had said was that they just want you to pick one or the other for that. However, in my opinion, having done that, one of them might be gone. Okay, so both of them need access for the checks deposited so that they can get deposited each evening if we have checks in. No, it won't kill us if it gets done the next day. However, it would because not add up with our daily.
You know what's that?
So, honestly, like for the bank account stuff, like if they only want to put one person on that, that's fine, as long as we can get into the online aspect, because right now we can't get on the computer and log into our bank account. Okay, we're having to, you're paying travel right now, is what's happening. So that's coming out of the city. So we need access to our online bank account. They need to both be added onto the savings account, the checking account, and both of them need to be added for the remote deposit.
Capture file.
Yep. And I think that's all. And hopefully after tomorrow, they'll be like, oh yeah, here you go, here's all the things. So.
I'll make a motion that we add Michaela and Cynthia to the checkings and savings account.
Second.
Aye.
I did the ACH capabilities.
Wouldn't that be in the checking account
I'm
stuff?
gonna do the online one next. I'll
Okay,
not read
include
separate.
the access and ACH capabilities with normal account activity and statements. And the main login for remote.
And the ACH stuff right here would be the, like people would pay on, like, it gets full on the 15th. They've got automatic payments for their water bill that is full.
Okay.
So I would just lump that with the thing.
I'll make a motion that we approve Michaela and Cynthia to be on the ACH batches and transactions for the once a month payment
Yeah, and then,
for the water,
yeah, the water bill payments and
for the
then,
water bill payment.
um,
Let's do it all, so,
What about the last one?
he's gonna
I'm
make
gonna do that second, separate.
Okay.
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion that we approve Michaela and Cynthia to both have access to the bank account and the deposit checks online for the online bank account.
second.
Aye.
And hopefully,
I make a motion that we have Michaela and Cynthia on the the account for the remote part.
Yeah, we both on
To both be on the account to do the remote deposits.
Second.
Aye.
And how that's set up is we've got like a login,
Yeah.
but there's also an app that goes with it so that you can get a push
When you
notification
hit
while
that.
you're setting in front of it. I don't know, like probably just to cover the bases on that.
Okay, so on the last one, is you have them on the app. Also.
Oh, you did another one?
No, just bring
Add
it to
it,
it,
okay.
yeah, cause I don't know like how picky they're, I mean, they're kind of being picky, so I don't know how picky, but it's like,
And she should never have been taken off.
I don't know why it was.
So,
Do we need to add GMAC on everything?
I don't necessarily need to be on the check, like the checking deposit stuff, but like the bank access. Yeah, if I need a call, that would probably be good, but if we've got the online, the username and password and stuff, I can get on. But, yeah, and we can cross that bridge if we need to get there. They talk to me on the phone and stuff.
And then, back to the computer stuff, I say, can we get a price on,
Get it going. That'll work. We're gonna try and do a dog clinic in November. I know we gotta get tags, we gotta talk to Minnesota. So who knows when that's gonna be, we'll have it posted when we do it.
We might have some time.
Yeah, we have the others
Oh,
from
that is
last
last
year.
year's stuff, last year's district.
are you gonna call them? Maybe get some information on the Wildcat, and how much it costs to have cats fixed, and their ear knocks that we talked back away, just so we can see what that costs to do.
I do know, because I go there, if you, to get cats in there, if you bring in, a lot, you get a discount. So, there's that. I don't remember the discount, but, yeah, if you bring in multiple, cats,
I'm on the X services, we paid a payment to them. I think we only had one, we didn't, I mean, there was two different things and we didn't approve one of them. And I don't know whether it was maintenance or nothing. Ever, do you remember on the X?
We approved the one for the library, but they're saying that we signed the contract as a residential and not commercial. So they're calling this commercial unit here, so we need to pay the difference on the contract from residential to commercial.
is that how, I wonder, can you look back and see if that's how it was last year?
Like I said, I'm gonna have to talk to them and find out exactly what the deal is. Because you'd think they would know whether it was commercial or whatever when they sold it to us.
Because we dropped the one on the well house because everything that they came out and was fixing on it was never in any of the contract repairs. It was always more cost for us to repair anything. So all they're coming out here doing on the library is mainly just cleaning, and if it takes any parts, that's just more cost.
That might have to be tabled till I can find out what the deal is. We've had it for more than a year, they should have already figured out whether it was commercial or residential. And make a contract.
But when I seen the contract, it says residential and it don't say commercial. So we paid the premium on the residential.
Either way, we're gonna have to pay at least for this year, because we already paid the first part of it.
Yeah.
I just need to know.
Well, Gabe isn't here, but he wanted to go into executive session. Not none of that personnel.
We'll wait on him to make a motion.
Yeah.
Sure, wait on him to make the motion, but you might be sorry you did it. I know what it's about, I just don't know what his plans was. He thought he'd be here late. We're supposed to be negotiating about the trade.
Were you ready for the last one?
What do you consider the last one?
Are we done or what?
No, because you have treasurer. So I said none of that personnel.
I don't know what it's about, so I can't make a motion for it.
Well, great.
I know what it's about.
Like I said, I know what it's about, but I can't make the motion, I'm just the mayor.
I guess it don't get done today.
What?
Do you know what it's about?
We need to get tags and everything. Don't know how long we have to do. On the veterinarian thing, do you want her to go ahead and try and get a date set up?
But,
Yeah.
you want to get caps put on that list?
I need to, we have an ordinance, you know. There's an ordinance for cats. So I'm supposed to have 6. This town's got 106. At everybody's house. But not in mine, they don't. I run them off.
I guess we're gonna table that. Yeah, it is. We should at least call somebody and talk to them. Okay, that's it.
I'll make a motion when you adjourn the meeting.
Now y'all wanna suck it.
I apologize.
I got home, it was calm, I climbed down the bottom bracket, I climbed up on the ladder, grabbed it. She was not looking on my property.
But it might be at the board.
Again?
I ran off the other way. I had to get the man next door to run him off.
And my property. But I got cat down there.
Well, thank
But they didn't go down to the bottom, and the school board wasn't looking at me, like, I climbed up on the ladder, and he just stood there.
Oh, yeah.
Roommate, and then I had to stay for 3, he always had a problem. It is right behind you in the fire.
I mean, it was, well, if you have the record, it shows you on the top page,
I've got it on camera, so.
it said retired, signed, slash retired.
I know, but what was brought that on? I think her husband called.
Or she might have got the age where she could retire, but, actually, years or something. But yeah.
Why wouldn't she retire when she's supposed to?
Oh, I know, I seen it.
Yeah.
You're on first call, Dawn in a no opinion. Okay. Oh, there's no keys.
Would you like your keys, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your car locked? I can take care of that.
So what was that about? Going under the bus or something?
Oh, Susie Wood says I made Manny go up that tree.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I said, no, there wasn't one we had.
Where's Brandy?
Brandy go up the tree because she's young and
Yeah.
ran him off. Yeah.